Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, and I'm back to do a little reacting with Stranger Things Season 3. Today I'm on episode 6, which is called E Pluribus Unum, so something to do with the American dollar, maybe. You know, Erica will be into that. She loves that capitalism. Right now, she, Steve, Dustin, and Robin are underground underneath the mall. They're staring at the spot where the Russians, the Ruskies, are opening up, trying to get back into that upside down, into that other dimension. So they've evaded capture at this point. Steve knocked a guy out even, so we'll see what happens. This time we've got Nancy and Jonathan on the case still. They had to deal with their old employees, or rather employers, their old colleagues at the newspaper being all zombified, but everyone's all connected that's attached to this thing, Billy and everyone else, so when one of them was getting beat up, the other one got stopped. So it is a bit of a zombie tale, but also a bit of a mind collective thing going on with the mind flare. And yeah, all the other kids went with them to the hospital, and they started getting back together, 11, Mike, and all that, before this gets interrupted. So Young Love back on track a little bit, and then Hopper and Joyce had some whole shenanigans with the other Russian guy they got. Well, the Terminator guy's after them for one thing, but then this Alexei guy, who he calls Smirnov, I think, is in tow with them. He's kind of like the head scientist we saw from the beginning of the season. They're on the run. They stole a guy's car. They went to the house of the conspiracy guy, so he's back on the show, which is good. He's a good character. And yeah, other stuff's probably happening that I'm forgetting about, but I'll remember it right now when I watch episode 6. So it seems like the Mind Flayer has like a personal vendetta against Elle if what the possessed Billy was saying can be believed there. I guess it would make sense since she shut him down last season and closed the gate even though it's opening again with the key and all that. And it looks like a good portion of the town is getting added to the masses here. That is a really cool visual effect. Look at that in there, where they kind of fall flat on the ground and liquefy into the thing. Yeah, so saw a little more Billy's backstory there. I mean, we already kind of knew his dad was a dickhead, like abusive guy from last season, but that's interesting how they brought the thing back for 11 to like try to go back in the past and see things. And there's an interesting debate too for Mike, basically Mike versus everyone else, but especially versus Max, and a little bit his sister too. I mean, they were coming from like the girl power angle or whatever, like she should be able to do her own thing, which is true, but he was like really concerned for her for good reason, and it came out that he said he loves her and all that, even though she didn't hear it, I guess. But yeah, it's a tough position to be in for him, because I mean, something bad clearly could happen to her doing this. I mean, it's true, she like loses so much blood, it seems like, doing this too, like her nose bleeding all the time and stuff, and not to mention what happened at the end there. But at the same time, yeah, she's got the power, so it's somewhat of her responsibility, even if it's not technically her responsibility. Like, who else is going to be able to stop this but her? So yeah, all the scenes in the conspiracy guy's house with Alexei were pretty funny. It's good to see Hopper being right about that too, and coming back, and all that. Some classic Looney Tunes Slurpee jokes and whatnot, and then Joyce yelling at the guy on the phone. But anyway, obviously they're going back to Hawkins. Only 2 episodes left, so it's all coalescing back there. See what they do to combat this. And yeah, the other main part of the episode, of course, was the action underground. So good on Dustin and Erica, who we find out is a nerd. despite her protestations. Saving them at the end there, some clever stuff, getting all the green stuff, hole in the ground and all that. And a nice talk with Steve and Robin, even before they got the drugged. How she admitted to like being into him back in the day when he didn't even know who she was, and they obviously went to high school together and all that. And him, being somewhat regretful, and they're obviously working together a little bit as a team here, even if it's not going to take a romantic turn unless something tragic happens, but I don't see it. So yeah, I'm excited to see where that's going to go. We'll see if they get back above ground to meet up with everyone else. Obviously, they've all been separated the whole season from the gang here. And yeah, I'm excited to get into the penultimate episode of Season 3. Next time, do subscribe to the channel here if you like these. Check out some of my other stuff. Leave comments, all of that fun stuff. And until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.
I won't forget you!